What's up, guys? Welcome to the NRT. Welcome to the NRT, guys. I'm Danny. I'm joined by Ravi and Anusha again. She has like so many handshakes in her bag. Like it's like you can write a book about it. Like so many handshakes. Okay. So
No, it's not handshake.
It's a wave.
It's a wave. It's a wave. Like I'm mesmerized by that wave, so I'm saying it as a handshake. So
Of course, everybody is mesmerized.
Okay. So today we are gonna watch another stand-up video. It's by Burr. I think you guys have already watched some videos on my channel. If you haven't, what are you doing with your life? Please go and subscribe to the channel. And that was rude. Yeah, I know that was rude. Yeah. So sorry about that. Anyway, so today we're gonna watch a video about Burr. The title of the video is called as "No Reason to Hit a Woman." So already Anusha is triggered. So she's like, who is this guy? I'm gonna punch him right in the face, right?
Yeah.
That's like sarcasm. I will see. Okay.
What?
Ravi is like a rock, nothing phases him.
I'm like this metamorphic rock.
Anyways, okay. So we just get to the video, okay?
No, we have these huge battles. You know what the maddest she ever got at me was? One time she was watching this show, it was like a poor excuse for The View, and they started talking about domestic violence, right? For the 9 millionth time this year, they're talking about domestic violence, just in case, you didn't get the memo, Evidently, just some people didn't get it. It's not okay to slam your wife's head into the cupboard drawers because she didn't dry the can opener off properly, It's gonna fucking rust, right? How do you not know not to do that shit? Do they really have to keep talking about it? It's like wife beaters watching. Oh, fuck! Now I get it. Upset daisy, sweetheart. Here we go. There you go. Oh. So at the end of the hour, they come to the logical conclusion. They're like, there is no reason to hit a woman. There is no reason to hit a woman. And I was just like, really? I could give you like 17 right off the top of my head. You can wake me from a drunken stupor, I could still give you like 9. Dude, there's plenty of reasons to hit a woman, you just don't do it. But to sit there and suggest that there's no reason. Dude, the level of ego behind that statement. What are you, levitating above the rest of us? You're never annoying? Women, how many times have you thought about slapping your fucking guy in the head this week? There you go. Every day. You didn't do it, right? Oh, dude, it drives me nuts. There's no reason. There's no reason. Really? No reason? How about this? You marry a girl, you fall in love, you buy her a house. You go to work every day paying off the house. You come home one day, she's banging the next door neighbor, hands you divorce papers. You gotta move out, sleep on a futon, and still pay for that house that she's gonna stay in. No reason. I'm not saying you should do it, but there's plenty of fucking reasons in that arc of a story. All right, that was a hypothetical. You want an actual story? I'll give you one. All right, I fucked up my foot playing drums, trying to get my bass drum foot as fast as John Bonham's, because I figured that's a good thing to focus on. 43 years of age, never married, no kids. I figured this is going to lead me to the light, right? This is what I need to do. So I don't know what I did. I felt like after I played for like an hour, and afterwards I felt like literally like there was some midget stabbing me in the bottom of my foot, right? Like I had lightning coming out of the bottom of my foot. So I did the typical guy thing. Like, I'm not going to the hospital. I'll sleep it off. Be fine, right? Next morning I wake up, my foot's even worse. And I got to walk my crazy dog. So I'm like, I can't do it. My foot's killing me. So I wake up my girl. I go, sweetheart, can you do me a favor? Can you walk the dog for me? Can you just take the shift? I'll do your afternoon shift. Can you just do me this song? Can you do this for me? She's just like, I had a late night last night. I'm tired. I have a big day. And I just go, fuck it. She goes, what do you mean, fuck it? It's like, why can't you just say no? Why do you always gotta waterboard me with like a 20-minute explanation that eventually winds its way around to go, fuck yourself? Just say no. I'm just limping out of the room. Whatever, go back to bed. You got a big day, right? So now I'm like limping down the street. I got like Tourette's, fucking goddamn bullshit. Dog's walking next to me. I gotta admit, I got a little childish. I did. I got a little childish, I was just thinking about my relationship. I'm like, this is the relationship I'm in? You just gonna do whatever the hell you want to do, right? And fuck me? Fine, I'm gonna do whatever the hell I want to do. I feel like listening to my iPod on full blast, walking around the house. That's what I'm gonna do. So that's what I did. Turned it all the way up, and my whole plan was just to walk by her like I didn't even know her. That was it. She came down the hall, I just ghosted her. Just walked right past her. Just trying to piss her off. And I gotta tell you something, worked like a charm. Worked like a charm. Yeah, hung my coat up, turned around. By the time I turned around, she was already yelling at me. But the music was so loud, not only could I not hear her, it actually looked like she was singing the song that I was listening to. It's one of the highlights of the relationship. So I knew what she was saying. It's like, whatever, I don't want to talk about it. Leave me alone. I'm going on to the computer, right? So I limp over and I sit down, and unbeknownst to me, she's like, now, we're going to talk about this right now. Comes out, poof, and slaps the headphones off my head. I got big ears. It fucking hurt. So I'm like, honey, leave me alone. I don't want to talk about it. Put the headphones back on. She comes right back up again. Poof, slaps them off a little harder. This time they spin halfway around my head. Caveman DNA starts coming up. Talking through my teeth. Honey, leave me alone. Don't want to talk about it, right? Put them on. Third time she comes up. Poof, slaps it right across the room, and I snap. I'm like, fine, you want to have the fight? Let's fucking have the fight. She's like, we will discuss this later when you calm down. Right there. I just wanted to roll her up on her yoga mat and stuff her behind the couch. Just leave her there until she got thirsty. Come on, let me out of here. I have a spin class. You made your point. This is ridiculous. No, that's the thing. Really is. That's the thing. I hate that saying there's no reason. Obviously, I'm not saying to hit a woman, you know. But saying there's no reason, I think that's crazy. When you say there's no reason, that kills any sort of examination as to how two people ended up at that place. If you say there's no reason, you cut out the build-up, you're just left with the act. How are you going to solve it if you don't figure it out? Look how awkward it is in here right now. I said you shouldn't hit a woman. I'm just saying, how come you can't ask questions? You can only ask questions about what the guy did. You can never ask about the woman. Why is that? Why is that? What's that? What does answer him right mean? What does that mean? Are you the idiot who got up halfway through the special during the bit and you're like walking around like I'm not fucking taping a special here? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Fucking had to ignore all of that and now you're gonna like yell out? And not only that, yell something that makes no fucking sense whatsoever? Answer him! Answer him! Every fucking special I do, there's always one! Always right down the fucking middle. Talking about hitting women, sweetheart. And I think you just added another reason. Jesus fucking Christ. You know, I'm not even in a relationship with her, and she's fucking nagging me. Fucking unbelievable. Look. I understand hitting a woman's a bad thing, okay? But how come you can't fucking ask questions? I just don't understand. Like, if I got bit by a rattlesnake, wouldn't you guys have some questions? All right? How did it happen? Did you not see it? Were you fucking with it? How did this snake get so mad it almost killed you? Firemen put out a fire and they don't just drive away afterwards. They sift through the debris. How did it start? Here's an oily rag, right? Look, I realize I'm coming off pretty ignorant right about now. You realize that? Let me extend an olive branch then, okay? I realize that there's some animal guys out there, okay? Horrible guys, you know, have a rough day at the factory, come home, tuna casserole, and just start swinging, all right? I'm not trying to say that those people don't exist. I realize they exist. They should be buried underneath the prison, okay? So if I can admit that, ladies, can you at least admit that every ass-kicking doesn't just fall out of the fucking sky? Really? Even hockey has 2 minutes for instigating, right? They understand that some back and forth happened before that shit, you know? You know what it is? Is every case is handled like that Rihanna one, where they just say, the guy's a piece of shit, fuck this guy, blah, 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 send him to jail, and then they never ask anything about that. You know, I'm not saying he should have done it. But I'm just saying. Just saying. Dude, in your heart of hearts, what do you think was going down before that happened? You think she was just sitting there going, oh my God, Baskin Robbins, you want to get some ice cream? You know? Or do you think maybe they were having epic end of the relationship fight, and some crazy shit was being said. Maybe she was screaming in his ear some crazy female shit like, "Oh, fuck all your friends, I don't give a fuck." Maybe that's why I sell more albums than you, motherfucker. Right? To be fair, she could have just been sitting there going, "I need a tissue. Do you keep those in the glove box?" "Oh my God, I'll bring my out. I'll bring my out." Now, fuck that, because you know what it is? They never address how women argue, which I think is the core of a lot of that shit. You know, and I gotta tell you something, man. Like, I never knew how women argued, but after 20 years of losing every significant battle in a relationship, I finally figured out how they argued. I'm gonna tell you something. I'm starting to turn this franchise around. I have begun a winning tradition. This is how they argue, as far as I can tell. All right? If they're right, they argue the point. And they stay on point and make sure you stay on point until you're down on your knees, apologizing, begging for forgiveness. All right? No problem with that. Totally respect it. But here's the thing. If they're wrong, they go rogue. They go off-road. They start thinking of shit you're sensitive about. Maybe you don't get along with your dad. And in their head, they just start concocting this evil statement. Totally designed. This desperate Hail Mary attempt to make you so fucking mad, you just call them a cunt. That's what it is. And cunt trumps all the bullshit they did to start the argument. Now it's not about that, but that's no reason to call me a cunt. And then that's it. You're in this room now, right? My girl knows my big thing is my big fear in life is to be that dude who grows old, you know, grows old alone, has like that basement apartment, just screaming up at the younger couple, "Turn it down! That isn't music!" So I noticed that anytime she was losing a fight, out of nowhere, she'd just be like, "But that's why you're just gonna grow old and be alone." Then I'd lose my shit. The next thing you know, I'm in the kitchen washing dishes for the 9th fucking time in a row. This is what the argument was about. I was so right. What happened? So if you learn anything from my ignorance tonight, just know this. Next time you're in a battle with your beautiful woman, your wife, girlfriend, whatever, and they start out of nowhere, okay? You're winning and they just start saying that crazy shit out of nowhere. Just know in that moment you've won the fight, okay? All right? Don't get mad. Bob and weave, slip all of that shit. Maybe because you got a little dick. Just let that slide. Stay in the pocket of the argument. Okay? It's over. The argument is over. You've won. Just take a knee and run out the clock. All right? Yes. Lean on the ropes. Let them punch themselves out. And then in the end, you throw their psychology right back at them. Well, maybe we should discuss it later when you calm down. They won't hook up with you for a couple of days. Who cares? Who cares? You rub one out. Rub one out like a man. It's a champagne of victory.
Oh, God.
Take your time.
It's just, I think the most appropriate person to right now to talk would be...
Well, for the first few minutes, I had McGregor possessing me. I just wanted to bang his face.
Okay.
The middle part was a little funny. Like, I could relate to it. We have this, sadistic pleasure to see men lose in an argument.
What about the last part? The argument.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, that actually happens. We're right, yeah, we are to the point and we won't let you slip away from it. But then if we're wrong, somehow make it.
Careful. Now that you've watched the video and you have already gotten feedback from a girl,
I think
you
I think after this, I'm gonna win every single argument.
Oh yeah. Wait, what? Really?
It's nearly impossible.
I see.
Okay. As a man, what do you? I know, even I'm a man, but what do you think about it?
I think it perfectly makes sense, man. Girls are annoying.
Yeah. Like, is there something about the video that stood out? Like,
Don't generalize, okay?
Okay, most girls are annoying. It's like if they're right, they stick to the point and make sure that when the guys in the point. But if they're not right, they bring all the other stuff, it doesn't even.
It's not true or something.
Yeah, but it's unrelated to the.
It's kind of a revenge.
It's not a revenge. It's like if you want to win the argument, talk about the point.
mm-hmm.
It's like he said, he washed the dishes 9 times in a row. Why didn't he win the argument?
That's true. That has happened to me so many times.
It's like one girl do. For instance, this guy Burr, he washed his dishes 9 times in a row,
Mm-hmm.
but still he lost an argument. Why? Because this girl watched some other
His wife.
Yeah, his wife watched some other shit into it and made a Oreo Maggie. So
I think we as men can say that that's true. I think even you know that's true, but you don't wanna. Don't do that. Don't do that. You know that's true. You know that's true.
Well, yeah, many times, yes.
True, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Like I said, it gives us some sadistic pleasure to see man lose.
So you admit it.
Yeah,
Ah.
yeah, I do it most of the time.
so men are nice, not like women. Men are really
I would say that after that revelation, I would say women are much more methodical
Yeah.
in a way that they go about doing things.
Yes.
Like if we are guys, we would just fight and we would just punch
We
each other.
have our ways to piss off men.
Like that injury, that what if, for example, if Ravi and I get in a fight, that injury would last for a week.
Yeah.
But if Anusha says something to me and she like delves into the emotional core of my personality,
Yeah.
like I would be scarred for life. Like I have to go and pay my therapist so much of money to get that back. It's woman. Okay. Oh, so
And I'm pretty good at doing it.
like it's like a really bad thing to be proud about, but you are proud about it. I don't know why, but anyways, but I want your point on the main core of the video, like no reason to hit a woman. What do you think about that?
Well, I think, okay, speaking of one, I have 1,001 reasons in my head as to why I would punch a man. The first reason being that he's a man.
Okay.
I mean, of course, we have more reasons than
Oh
him.
god, this video is amazing. This is going off in a very right track. This is amazing. Okay, you continue. Sorry for interrupting. Okay, sorry for interrupting. Okay, continue, Anusha. Continue. Okay, what was your take on it?
okay.
I think, it mostly doesn't happen in India though.
Hmm?
Yeah, but I don't know how men's psychology works. Like, they have this nothing box or something like that.
So you women don't know how men's psychology work. That's how you win all the arguments.
I'm
Like
pretty redundant in this video.
Bringing all the underrated shit and moving away from the point when you're wrong, but when you're right, you want to be in the point.
No. Okay, well.
It's like you guys clearly know how men work, so that's how you explain it.
Like, not with everything. We won't know how you react to certain things, right?
But you like to push buttons.
Yeah,
What you're
yes.
saying.
It's like
I told you, it gives us pleasure. And it gives me.
Wow. So, okay, so what did you think about what he just said? No reason to hit a woman. What did you take from his take on it? I mean, you did understand what he was talking about, right? Or did you just completely ignore it?
No, I just don't know how to put it in terms.
Okay, try. Me and Ravi will just keep quiet. So try.
No, we'll start with Ravi and then after.
No. Don't try to put it on him. No. Start your.
okay, I think there's no reason to hit them, and whatever the fight, whatever the argument is, you can just talk it out.
No. Oh, no. What I'm saying is, what he said in this stand-up is, you can't say there's no reason to hit a woman.
Yeah.
There is always a reason to hit a woman, but you don't do it.
Yeah.
That is what he said. Do you agree with that?
Yes.
Huh?
I mean, of course there are a few reasons.
Few.
But yeah, hitting a woman is
Few.
Few.
I think we already got a few from this video, right? Few. Yeah. But I mean that.
Obviously anyone would get angry.
So
Yeah,
if
you push the button.
See, if you get angry, doesn't mean you just go hit a woman.
Yeah, that's the point.
That's what they said. Even if you have a reason, don't hit a woman.
Yeah.
But you can't say there is no reason at all,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
That's what he says. But yeah. So what did you think of him, Bill Burr, as a comic?
Well,
She hates you. He hates him.
Yeah.
I think after the video, she's like,
Yeah.
what did he show me?
No
What did he show me? What did he show me? And she's gonna definitely punch Ravi. I know that. She's definitely gonna punch Ravi. And maybe me.
tightening my wrist.
Anyways, I really don't want to end the video because of that. So Bill Burr is like, he's really famous in US because he says things that people are afraid to say, like what he just did.
Yeah.
Anyways, we'll just end it here. I am very scared right now to end the video. Anyways, right, guys, thank you for watching the video. If you guys have any, opinion on this, whatever we spoke about or about the video, do let us know down in the comment section below. And yeah, like, share, comment down below, and that's it. Subscribe to the channel. Yeah, I totally forgot about that. Yeah, see you in the next one. Peace. Peace.
What do I do?